good win against a good team. Couldn't put them away, man. They got some shooters, and we've been talking about this. We got to get a consistency defensively. We had times during the game we were really good defensively, and then we had times where we just broke down. But that's why I said we're still a work in progress defensively, definitely.
These two guys make Ed called them game changers.
They are. They're I think both of them are two of the best players in college basketball. We're lucky to have them on our team. Very lucky. Because they can do everything, They defend, they rebound, they're leaders, they score, they pass. I mean, they're just complete players. We're very, very fortunate to have them.
Do you feel like you had to do you feel you're still a work in progress defensively, particularly when you get thin, you get a guy in foul trouble, and you have to maybe play a little more zone to protect yourself?
Yeah.
Is that part
Yeah, it's part of it, yeah. But how you play zone is important, we actually got really good last year by the end of the year, zone defense, really good. Right now it's poor, our zone, and we do it sometimes because we get in foul trouble. But last year when we would switch to zone, we would be good. By the end, I wouldn't say right now we were that good at it. Like we lost this game last year. This game, it was about the same time of year. They were playing well, and they were playing well coming into this game. So we're good, but we need to get better.
Are you playing more zone this year?
A little bit. And some of it's because of our lack of depth, and some of it is we got good at it last year. Now, I don't know where it went, but we got to get – we need it. It was good for us last year. And, and Daryl, Achefu was a big part of that in the middle. He was really, really good at it, smart. So was Arch. Arch took great pride in it, So we'll get there, though. We'll get there.
Can you talk about the start you had in the second half?
Great start. I was, again, the seniors come out, they take control. That's what we have, man. We're very, very fortunate. They've been in a lot of games like this. Again, defensively, we broke down a little bit at the end of the first half. They came out, second half, big stops, turnovers, and then we got out, and then Kris got it going a little bit. So that's what we talk about, having two seniors like this.
This might be the lowest percentage of threes you shot all year out of total attempts. Was there something you saw in the scouting report that allowed you to get inside as much as you did?
They do a great job of taking away threes. They really extend. They really extend their zone. They're playing zone, but they're way out extended. So I thought our guys did a really good job of reading and reading their extended defense and not taking contested threes and getting the lane. I thought Kris especially was awesome at that, especially in that run in the first half. He was getting into the middle of their zone. That was important for us against that zone.
And what does it say when Josh sees that opening inside and just goes at it time after time?
He is as relentless attacking the rim as anybody I've ever seen. Kyle Lowry used to do that, but Josh is bigger. And so Josh can get in there against bigger. A lot of the shots that Josh takes going to the rim, you would tell another player not to take. But he's just good at that. He's just good at finding contact like Kyle used to and still finishing.
Jay, there was a delay at the beginning of the second half. What did you use those few extra minutes for? And have you ever had an arena ask for an electrician to come to the score?
I don't know. That one did seem like usually in arenas like this that doesn't happen. So I haven't seen it like that in big-time arenas. But it was actually good for us. It gave us time to just talk about attacking their zone. We talked a little bit at halftime, but just gave us extra time. It's actually helpful.
Did you see that make an impact then, do you think?
Nah. I just gave me something to do. They're fine. It's me. My head's spinning at that time. I got so much going on in my head. It just allows me to talk and share it with them. They know what they're doing.
When a team's knocking down threes like that and not going inside, do you think about extending it a little further out?
Yeah. It's a constant. It's a constant balance. We did a decent job in the first half, and then you saw there was a part in the second half. They started just driving the ball, and because we did it, and then they were getting to the foul line, and then we backed it off, and then they start hitting them. We went zone a couple times. Sometimes you can go zone to take away the threes, and they were beating us on penetration in the zone and getting themselves threes. That's why I said our defense wasn't that bad. I was mostly disappointed in our zone defense. We gave up a lot of threes in our zone defense.
Jay, on
on the other side of it, your ball movement has been very good. Are you happy with that?
I am.
It just seems like it makes your offense that much more dangerous.
I am. I am happy with that. 19 assists, and I think that Kris and Josh really, those guys. What they have tonight, 25 and 19. They could, if they wanted to, they could get that every night. But to win games, some nights we don't need that. Like the Seton Hall game, and Josh gets in the lane and he finds people. That's the beauty of those two, and I think. And we have good enough players that when they do that, they can make plays. So that's your ball movement you're talking about. That's important for us.
Would you say it was today a revenge game from last year?
The game here? No. We always feel like if you're thinking about revenge, it's going to cloud your thoughts for attacking their zone. You know what I mean? We really do. But we've got great respect for them because we know they can come in here. And even when they were hitting threes at the end, we know we had leads in that game last year. So it actually helps you understand that they are capable. What did we get it to? Did we get it to 20? Yeah. You got it to 20, they came right, they can do that, and they've done it here.
Josh, what's your philosophy when you see the inside under the basket in the lane so wide open as it was today?
Yeah, just be aggressive. That's something that coach always preaches, just to everybody. Just be aggressive, and go from there. If they step up, make the right pass. If they don't, just go to score.
For Kris, how has playing with Josh made you better? And for Josh, how's playing with Kris made you better?
I mean, he's a great player, and when he's competing and you see him playing hard, especially defensively, it wears off on you and it makes you play just as hard. So, he elevates everybody out there.
Josh, this is the kind of game I'm sorry.
Kris is rare in the sense of, obviously he's a gifted scorer, gifted, basketball player, but he gets more excited on other people's success than himself. And to have, your senior, more excited about someone else scoring or someone else making a huge play rather than himself, shows a lot about his character, and that's something that, you want to strive to be like.
Josh, again, it was the kind of game where you would extend, they would come back a couple times. How tough is that, and how do you think you're able to get through situations like that?
Yeah, it's tough, but experience, and we got to use that experience to not let up. When we have a lead, we just got to keep going, and obviously they're a talented team, very well coached, and they never go away, and that's something that we know. Experience helped a lot.
Jay, before the season, you talked about that you'd heard that there was a hangover effect from what happened. Did it happen? Did we miss it, or is it, the hangover?
No, it's definitely there. It's something you have to deal with all the time. And it continue when you have success, it continues. And I'm sure when it comes in, say, tournament time, it's going to be another. I get it. Everybody said it to me, and if someone asks me next year, I would say the same thing to them. It's there, and you really, really have to. You really have to address it and deal with it every day.
Do you guys see it? Josh?
The players?
Yeah, do the players feel that what he's...
Yeah, definitely.
How does it factor in? You just block it, or?
We just gotta be humble and be coachable, and coach has been doing, been coaching longer than we've been alive. He got the experience, so we just gotta we just gotta lean on his experience. He's been through these situations, and we just that's when we really gotta be humble and be coachable.
Kris, same thing about it?
Nah, Josh hit, he said it all. We just got to lean on coach's experience and continue to get better, because, I believe every guy in our locker room wants to continue to grow and become better, and we're not just satisfied with something that we did last year because this is a brand new year.
Any other questions?
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Jay.